And fall in, my fellow scout troopers, grab a seat to relax, grab some drinks and some chips if you have them handy. There's a nice 3v3 here, Napoleon Total War 3 at the map 1800 Stockhatch. Territory play comes from Clarky Boy, I believe. His allies today are Pam and Kellerman. Their opponents today are Guy, Osti and General Aro. I think that's how you say that. The points today, we've got a few points on the field I can see. Some have points, some don't. I definitely see 8 points, maybe 10 total. 3 2s, 1 4. Maybe I see another 2 there in the corner there, in the northeast. So what's that, 12 points on the field today that I can see. The rest must be 1 pointers, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If you want to see your own total replay featured on this channel, guys, including mods as well, you can send it to my email at scouts7entertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, be part of our community, and post any replay you want to see featured here, right in the sub channel you'll find there. Or you can simply tag me in the replay you post on most Total War Discord servers as well. I am a part of many. Now with that, let's go through the factions today of the blue team, which we can. So, we have UK Portugal, my favourite faction in NTW3. It's also very user friendly, so that's why. We have over here Prussia 1813 to 1814. We have their opponents, the French, already down but not too far away from them. So they're spawned pretty close together, it would seem. Our final ally is way in the distance there. Is it 2 Prussia 1813, 1814 armies? It would seem so. Yep. And UK is at their heart. And we've got 3 French factions today. Looking over at the map, cavalry warfare is going to be tricky. There's buildings, there's forests, there's hills. All makes it very difficult for cavalry warfare. So we'll see how the teams play that. Obviously striking in open field is well, the most ideal place for cavalry engagements, and you're probably thinking, yeah, no shit, Scouts. And you'd be right to say that because that's bloody obvious. But the trick is where to force the battle. If you're the blue team, where do you want to fight? If you're the red team, where do you want to lure the blue team? That's the question. This is a kind of map where whichever team chooses a battleground, which probably will be the victor. Now, UK is moving up. Their allies, his allies aren't too far behind him and to the side. It's it begs the question whether he tends to hold the town or not. Their French opponent here has a small valley to come through, and they've already got the artillery set up and hammering his forces, so he's already trying to deter this French player from even coming this way. And so this player might be thinking, and it looks like he's doing it, okay, it might just make you think, well, bugger, I'll just move my army on the east side of the hill, out of reach of your artillery, come over the hill here, and then take out your infantry, move towards your artillery, which doesn't really have a shot on my army. Now the French will have to contend with the Prussians having the high ground if they do that, so it will all depend on whether the French have better quality troops than the Prussians do. If the French have high quality troops, an uphill fight shouldn't be too bad for them. However, if the Prussians have decent shooters, that could sway things in their favour by holding the high ground. Now, since we aren't seeing an engagement anytime soon, I probably will do a small cut, guys, and we'll come back once the first engagement begins. See you soon. Alright, we got an engagement. French have come through the trees and ambushed the UK, despite him having superior numbers close by. This player must have had too much faith in his cavalry. He didn't even make a dent in their morale, and they took out 5 of them. But the English are taking out some of their own cav as well, so I don't know. Silver lining, I guess. Geez, the Prussians have a crap ton of cavalry. Well, if I'm Prussia, I'm moving right. I want to sweep down this area. I want to try and move my cav, make sure they have the widest spaces possible to maneuver. And so Prussia should move forward, sweep this area here, potentially come through this gap and emerge behind the French. At the same time, UK launches a full forward assault, drives away enemy cavalry, drives away the French, or engages the French and gets them locked in combat. At the same time, Prussia sweeps around from behind, and at the heat of the fighting, ambushes and charges French in the rear. Then this player is wiped out and sent running from the field. Easier said than done, but that is a strategy you guys can plan in the future in such circumstances. Yeah, UK here has an unusual amount of cavalry. I usually don't bring this much myself. But he's facing off against the French. And so, if I'm the UK, I'm probably feeling comfortable having this much cavalry at my disposal. He's setting up on the hill here. Very nice. Has a wide range of shots available to him. Going after the cavalry is the most ideal target in the short term. What's going on here? Do we have some fighting? We do. We do have some fighting. Prussia here is ambushing the French on the road. And I don't know, Prussia might be charging down the hill there, the cav. I think we've got more cavalry from Prussia coming, we just can't see it. Okay, Prussia broken. Prussia isn't coming down for a charge. He's moving away. Oh, that's cool. Now Prussia got to the hill and outplayed him. It seems like we just came as soon as the ambush began. I'm going to say it's an ambush because the French player walked right into it, looking at his movements here. He turned around when things really hit the shit hit the fan big time here. Just trying to see what kind of forces Prussia has moving on the hilltop here. France is trying to move their cav past Prussia. Prussia has the opportunity to shoot him. Yeah, they're firing. Yeah, I'm seeing some cav fall there. French has the artillery deployed. They have to be shooting at this cavalry because there's some serious range there. And these aren't skirmishes. I mean, how big is the French army? He must have divvied up his forces. He must have seen only half the French army. The other half's coming this way. Now, obviously the French can try and come at the Prussians from two ways here. And Prussia's already maneuvering his forces around. He's going to make sure this unit here... Oh, this unit can't form square. That's a bit of a concern here. If Prussia wants to mount a firing line here to face off against this detachment of French forces, he's got to set up a line maybe around this hill area. The ideal spot would have been here, but that's too late to move there now. The best he can do probably is just set up a line from the river to where this fake river is here. But he's got to make sure this unit on his right can form square if he's going to place a unit down here, because we know there's cav in the area. It can come in from behind or from the riverside. That's what this unit is doing. This unit can't form square, but it's standing guard to protect the flank of this unit here. Okay. Prussia might be outgunned there. What's going on over here? They're getting close to the UK. Well, Prussia's moving up. Looks like the Prussian cav is being shot at. They've got a bit of a break in morale. So a small engagement over here before. Nothing too serious. France probably shouldn't be positioning his army here at the front of the town where the artillery is firing on them. I mean, a 9-pounder and a 6-pounder at close range. I mean, England just has to stay put and shoot France to death. I mean, there's no incentive for England to move forward at all. It looks like he's trying to fire a canister shot. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's canister shot. I'm getting 2 kills there. Alright. France has opened up.
Our general is under attack.
A stray bullet went past the general's head there. Geez, England's falling back after the first salvo. I mean, England's not that bad. In a prolonged shootout, they usually fare pretty well here against the French. Alright, looks like Prussia is engaging France over here. We got more forces moving in. Nice artillery shots there from France. Prussia needs to straighten up their line here. It's a bit disjointed. Prussia's centre here looks to be hanging by a thread, but they've got a unit in reserve, just in case. Where is that artillery? Right there. Okay. It's doing well. Prussia seems fine to sit there and let the artillery shoot at them. England's trying to hammer France's left flank. France trying to do the same here to England's left. France is losing a lot of men fast on their left. England's falling back for now. Jeez, Prussia really likes getting in France's face. Neither of these units have fighted each other yet. Okay, about 7 casualties there on Prussia's side. Jeez, look at all the troops in this small little area here. Seeing a lot of dead French. Prussia has more reserves standing by. France does not. We got French artillery right in Prussia's face here. But the English artillery just firing at the French cavalry, trying to keep them at bay. England's got to do something to stabilise their left flank. It's under considerable strain. Now, France is making a bit of a mistake here, and what I mean by that is he should be moving from right to left, moving forwards from right to left. He's weakest on his left, but he's moving his left towards the enemy first. England actually gave up a nice opportunity there to really hammer France and really destabilize their left flank, because France was moving the most vulnerable part of their line first towards the enemy, and the UK I think really had him there. By moving back, he's allowed France to stay in this fight and has a chance to take control of this fight. Given that there's no unit in front of this French unit here, in particular this one, it should be pivoting and turning this direction to get a better line here on this unit here. Because right now you only got half the line on the left shooting at that unit. You turn it, you've got the whole line shooting at this unit. Canister shot there from the artillery. France is moving up with ill-deserved confidence. He didn't move up right. And we might see the destruction of his line here. It looks like he's going for a bayonet charge. It's like he gave up the battle. This was a really bad decision, mate. You shouldn't have done that. Maybe the AI took control, I don't know. But decent charge in the artillery, so something at least went right there. But nothing else did for sure.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, France just went in for an all bayonet charge. It's like they just dropped the tactics and just charged in full-heartedly. And it might have, I think it's actually cost them the battle. I mean, things were sort of going their way. They were definitely in with a chance. And then one reckless decision. And it's basically killed their entire battle. Alright, let's have a look over here and see how things are doing.
Our men are running, sir.
Ah, France has pushed back Prussia. So he's wrestled him from the hilltop. The general is nearby. France soldiers should probably be shooting the general. His presence is keeping his forces in the fight. France had the opportunity to shoot him for sure. Maybe they didn't see him. Looks like Prussia is going to lose, but they fought pretty well there. Alright, so this Prussian army lost. That's a shame. What is this unit doing? It's just sitting here. I'm seeing some odd movements here. It's like this player's AFK or something, I don't know. He's not reacting to anything. Things seem to be going okay at first, and then it's like he went away from the keyboard or something. English cav. Oh, we could win here. Alright, it's a stalemate. Well, England's trying to pull out. Alright, now Prussia here has France. England and Prussia here just need to move in on him. If France wants to salvage this, he has to join up with his ally, consolidate their forces, and then move on England and Prussia. Yeah, he could be moving this way, and then try to move in single file back this direction. It's going to be difficult to link up with their teammate though. That's too far. England's already moving in to cut him off. Mind you, France is making it easier for England to cut him off, based on these movements. Well, they're walking. Enemy general is right there. Prussia has a cav. They're not charging, they're walking. Enemy troops directly in front of them. Alright, they're running now. Francia formed square after Prussia charged into him. He must have clicked the square button just before he charged, I don't know. Usually once combat is begun, like a unit charges into a unit that can form square, they can't form square anymore if they hadn't already clicked the square button. That's a nice firing line right there. From both sides. We've got England artillery firing over the heads of friendly forces. Alright, they're broken. They're running away. I'm not sure where France is falling back to. Come on, Prussia. Move around. Cut. Prussia here should be running around the trees and making his presence known to France. Make him think that he's cut off. It might actually encourage France to turn around and face the Prussian and English forces. Which would be the end of France, but at least that way they'll get the battle over faster for them. And France wouldn't be able to drag it out. I mean, Prussia's cavalry is moving in, but it's coming in through the forest, and that's a mistake. It wouldn't have been that hard for them just to run around and avoid the forest area entirely. See, they're running, but the forest is slowing them down. There's uniform square there. Price is going to try and fall back, but it's going to be slow going. Hey, France actually has some troops come back to the battle. They're trying to get back to their teammate. So this is what happens when you don't finish off your enemy. You can't come back in force. Yeah, France formed up, turned around, but is he going to charge in? No. Good. That wasn't the best idea to charge into a force that was ready to shoot at you. I think they're running. Yeah, they were running. Come on, cavalry needs to get in there. Slow them down. Come on, two cavalry units simultaneously attack. Hold your fire. Yep, good work. See, England have to charge in. Maybe just walk the cavalry and make them think you're going to attack. You just need them to stop. Your infantry will do the work, do the rest. See? Took about 6 of them there. He's got to be careful with his artillery. He's killing his own forces. As far as I can tell, France's general is still alive. England's got to keep up the pressure. Those cap units need to be nearby to make them just charge in or charge around them. No, like, don't run straight at them. Just run around them. Like, run them here. Make them think you're going to attack. No, Prussia is still not dead here. Looks like this player's back. He might actually beat the French player here. It really looked like Prussia was done. Prussia just dealing with broken troops. Okay, got Prussian cavalry there. I think they broke the French general. Prussia actually came back and he routed the enemy. I probably owe it to this player to come back and see how he turned things around, because I'm actually a little bit curious. Alright guys, so we're back at an earlier point in the battle, and what I feared might happen is actually going to happen. France is charging in from the riverbank. This is where things starting to go wrong here for Prussia that we saw earlier. I've got Prussian cavalry charging in, that's not French. Okay, France's bayonet charging him. Mid-tier dragoons. Might actually get a volley off. Alright, they won't. Jeez, hurry up guys and fire. Yeah, way too slow. Prussia's firing, but they're firing at the, they're not firing at the more immediate threat. Luckily for the Prussians, the forest slowed the French down. The general here is in danger of dying.
Our men are running, sir.
I don't remember the Prussian general here getting killed. Yeah, he's falling back. I think we've got the Prussian artillery firing in now as well. This unit's outnumbered. It's 2 on 1 here. Oh, hang on. Now it's about to be 5 on 2. I think they're killing their own forces. Okay, so Prussia has some French units that got way too confident, outnumbered, and surrounded now. Now, if they form themselves up fast enough, they'll be able to fire into a huge French ball of forces. Come on, guys, hurry up.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, they're trying to shoot at this unit here. Oh, they've got a good flanking fire opportunity though. Yep, nice shots. Yeah, the morale came back fast. Now this unit here is shooting into this French blob. Now I think we saw this before. These units end up holding them off. Yeah.
Our men are running, sir.
And so that's how Prussia here managed to stabilise the hill when it looked like all was lost. Yeah, this is familiar. Yeah, Prussia not losing their general is the only reason they didn't lose this fight. That's for sure. This Prussia had so many troops in reserve. These guys here don't want to get in too close. Oh, they've got the cannon firing right into their flank. Get a nice canister volley on these guys. Maybe they don't have a shot. They've got Prussian reinforcements coming in. They're the units that maybe turn the tide. Okay.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, the artillery is firing. I think they're definitely shooting some of their own troops. Yeah, okay. No, we haven't come back too early. It's a good thing I stuck around. Those reinforcements are the ones that we saw in the end before. So yeah, France did actually throw Prussia pretty much off this hill. Fortunately, Prussia didn't have all these units in the area. Well, maybe that's unfortunately. Had these guys been here, it might have made his life a bit easier. Maybe these troops belonged to his ally. I'm not too sure what this big chunk of Prussian forces were doing, just sitting so far away from the battle. Surely having them here in the little valley would be more beneficial to his attack. But they're getting in closer. Just going to fast forward it. Just going to watch the troops move up into position. Some massive units, that's for sure. The Prussians need to get themselves a bit more organised. They might be large in number, but the accuracy is probably really crappy. Yeah, the bayonet charging in. The bayonet charges really did not work out well for France. Yeah, Prussia has 2 units here. Come on. And the Prussia's just going to charge in. That's annoying. The camera's not going where I want it to go. There we are. The Prussians faring better there in the fight. France is just walking to his death. Well, that's where things went wrong for 2 of the French players today. They seemed to have their enemies on the ropes, but then they went in for the charge. And that's where things turned around for both the UK and the Prussian player here today. I mean, everything just seemed to be going France's way here. Right up until he decided to get into Prussia's face. There was unnecessary bayonet charges there. Had he just stayed in the shootout, it was definitely going his way. Alright guys, we know how this ends now. We just need to figure out how Prussia turned it around. And it was with these reinforcements. Alright, back to the battle. Alright, we're back. Let's head over to the other side and see how this battle is unfolding. So, France actually made it into the town. Just. England's moving in to flush him out.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
That is over here, yes. Now, looks like UK and Prussia are just going to wear down this guy. Yeah, you got the troops, you got the numbers. You shouldn't be so coy with this guy. He knows it's over for him. Get the cav into attack position. And then charge in the infantry, make them stop, turn around, shoot, and then swarm them with cav. And then that's it. The army will be done. I mean, Prussia and England here, mainly Prussia, has the numbers just to keep throwing men, literally throwing his men into France's infantry. And then cav just moves in at the same time, and then that's it. France seems to be very focused on French forces can't form a square because Prussia's engaging them, at least that's what I believe. There's a few units here appearing out of nowhere. Got a few units popping up here and there, coming back to the battle. Just gotta get the machine rolling forward, that's it. Alright, there's one down. Where's he running to? There's nowhere to run. They're going after the weakest units first. If they weren't broken, they're broken now. Get those lancers there after the general. Then come back for the rest of the army, but the general should be the primary target now. Okay, they lost their Ularan cavalry. Come on guys, take out the general. Mid-tier dragoons should be able to run them down. Very tired. Where's he going? France is continuing to run away. The other forces here appear to be mopped up, so we'll just fast forward it and figure out when France decides to turn around and fight. Alright guys, we're back. England's leading the charge. Good old Clarkey. England's morale's a little bit better. The general here gave his right flank French unit here a bit of a morale buff. That's why they went to green so quickly. The English don't have their general. And Cowie's moving around, taking his time though. Alright, they're charging in here. They got into the rank of the general, but they... oh no, they didn't break. The French broke. Alright, we'll probably just fast forward this bit here, I reckon. Yeah, they're picking him apart now. He doesn't see the point in forming square. That's alright.
Must rest a while.
Oh, they break their own troops there. What's going on? The battle should be over. Oh no, here we go. It looks like the French have a general unit inside that building there. Oh no. Okay, so well done to Guy. Oh, Clarkey was on the French side. How about that? Guy here, 1967. Osti, 1008. And General Iro, 2320. Pan here, 929. Clarkey here, 1651. Calaman, 369. Unlucky. I'm surprised. I thought Guy was for sure Clarkey. My bad there. Alright, looking at the kill counts here, they range from 192 to probably 0. With 3, 6, 8 units so far. 9 units getting over 100 kills there. 1 at 99. Still all around great performance there from England, and obviously French did alright. Struggled in some parts obviously, but you know, all valuable lessons to learn for next time. Thank you to Clarkey, I believe, for sending me the replay. If you want to see your own replay feature on this channel, guys, once again, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in this video description below. As well as every video I do, you'll find those links there to send me through your replay. Look forward to hearing from you guys soon. This is Micka from Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scout Troopers, and catch you all in the next Total War battle.